Oh, leg muscles. Ow. It looks way easier on YouTube when people come up like that and it's all like, ooh, interesting way to enter the... Oh, okay, that was a bad idea. Well, first vlog. These are always really awkward, so we're just going to ignore that this is a first vlog, ignore everything like that, and then it won't be so awkward. Probably. Speaking of awkwardness, I guess we can't really avoid the awkwardness in a first vlog because my first vlog is going to be about awkwardness, so really in the end it's just one big pile of awkwardness that you can't avoid. I'm a really awkward person, even though most people don't look at me and are like, that chick, she's awkward. And my scarf agrees, apparently. I still feel personally that I'm a pretty awkward person because I just have instances when I'm around people that just get into my soul and make me feel really, really awkward. Like this weekend. My dog started acting really, really weird and like running around like he was trying to get away from his butt, which I kind of know the feeling, but still it's not very normal for the dog. And so I was really freaking out, but my mother wasn't freaking out and she was just like, oh, it's nothing, he's just acting weird because he's a Chihuahua and they just act weird. But I thought it was something kind of different weird for how Chihuahuas act weirdly. So anyway, I talked her into taking him to the vet, and the whole time she was just like, it's not a problem. He's just afraid of a fly, he's just acting weird, he's just fine, it's gonna be fine. And I was sitting next to her in the car just freaking out the entire way to the vet because I was sure something was wrong and I didn't know what it was. We took him to the vet and they were like, oh ho ho, he has an infection. We were like, okay, what kind of infection? Well, see, that's the awkward part. My dog has currently an infection in... They say it's really common for little dogs and it's not like a big deal or anything. My dog has an anus infection. So of course we had to leave him there and he had to get sedated and they had to lance the infection. Ow! And what also kind of stunk is that I had a friend coming over to my house for the first time, and so he was already coming, so I couldn't really say, oh, you can't come over. My dog has an anus infection. So he came over, so we were like, hey, is it okay if we take you really far away from my house to get my dog that has, an infection? And so we were taking my friend to go and pick up the dog later, so we couldn't really not tell them. So we had to be like, he has an anus infection. And their faces, they just went from like, "Aw," to, ooh. Like, for the first time someone comes over to your house, you don't look at them and use either the word infection, unless you're talking about a zombie apocalypse and the infections and that, which, okay, I can understand that, but you don't normally use the word infection. And you definitely don't say anus. And so luckily he was really cool about it and just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. So we all piled into the car and had a nice talk on the way up. Waited like 30 minutes, had to pick up my dog, and you know, and into about 20 minutes of that, he turned to me and he was like, I have allergies. Everyone looks at him like he's about to fall on the floor and start having a seizure. And so then my mom turns to us and she's like, I have Benadryl in my purse. And a lady turns to us and says, oh, I have Benadryl in my car. And they're all like, oh my god, we need to get this boy dosed up so he doesn't explode. But so he was fine. He sneezed a little bit, but you know, he didn't explode or anything, so it was okay. And then they brought my dog out. And my friend, who I thought was going to be really just disturbed by this, was laughing. He was laughing so hard. He was just like laughing maniacally at my dog, who was so stoned. And I mean, it was kind of funny. I mean, I don't mean to be laughing at something's pain, but he wasn't feeling any pain. He was really high. And so we made a lot of really stoner high jokes and we all laughed. My dog just kind of sat there like, huh. Funny, man. But so yeah, my dog having an anus infection, pretty awkward. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching this. If you did, if you didn't, then I don't know how you're hearing me thank you, but still, thanks. Another thing that I think is really cool about YouTubers, some anyway, is that they don't say, oh, thumb up my video and favorite it and subscribe and all that good stuff. So because I really don't care very much about that, and I think it's kind of rude to be like, haha, you must subscribe, I'm not really gonna ask you guys to do that. So, you know, if you like my video, like it, woohoo! If you don't, well then, I guess put a thumbs down on it, but I would really rather you wouldn't. And I guess if you find inappropriate content, which I don't really think there would be any, but I guess if you find some, flag it. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to be happy if enough people watch this to actually take the time to thumb up it. Alright, I think that's all I had to say, guys. Hopefully my editing skills look amazing and I'll be cool and everything. If not, I am sorry. See you later.